Okay, so rumor has it that for every Batman project DC releases, they then have to release one that is equally as bad as the last one was good. We just got our first trailer for the CW's Gotham Knights, and the internet, well, they hate it. It's not good.
Yeah, it's not good
It's not good.
whatsoever.
It looks like DC's Riverdale, right?
Oh,
Basically,
completely.
it looks like Riverdale in Gotham.
The music in the trailer, just everything about the trailer. Like,
Yeah,
the music is giving teen drama so badly. It's incredible
yeah.
how like a music choice can completely overhaul a trailer. We've seen with bad films that the trailers look good, like the Suicide Squad, the first one from 2016. What, they had like Queen in the trailer or whatever, and it looked
They had
insane.
something. It looked great. Also the color grading, all of it. It's giving off. I mean, don't get me wrong. This teen drama is the CW's whole shtick. It's, if you were to say best, but still, it's what they do best. But it's not. This isn't the one.
Yeah,
I mean,
they've
it's not.
they've mashed Batman and teen drama, and bleh, this is what they've made. It's like they've got Riverdale, and they've gone, let's just keep Riverdale because that got cancelled like not long ago. It's like, let's get Riverdale and put Batman characters in it, and half of them are the most irrelevant Batman characters.
I was
Like,
gonna say, did they put Batman characters in it? Because I don't feel like anyone knows who these people are
apart from like,
without research.
yeah, they're very minor Batman characters at the moment. Like, assume we'll see Stephanie Brown and Carrie Kelly in the future. We're never seeing this Turner guy, not Dick Grayson. We're not seeing him
Yes.
again.
I love
Like,
not Dick Grayson. Yeah. He's a great character.
he's my favorite. Moon Feather. That's his
Feather.
superhero name. Moon
Yeah.
Feather.
Nightwing who?
It's so clear.
It's
He's
it feel. Oh Jesus Christ! I love all these characters, these famous DC characters that I have personal attachments to. You know, these deep seated connections to.
what is it, like Blue Wing or whatever?
Yeah, something like that. Blue Jay or Blue. I don't know if I'm being honest. Um, our enthusiasm is not high for this show. I don't think either of us are going to watch it. I'm certainly not. I have no investment. I have no excitement. I don't care, if I'm being honest.
It's fine, to be brutally honest, because the CW. Okay, I haven't watched Batwoman. I'm only going off what other people have said. They cancelled that, and obviously this isn't like we cancelled that to make this, but
Yeah.
it sort of feels like it kind of does feel like that in a way, because the writing team have moved on from that one to this show,
It also
and
feels
yeah,
it feels a little bit like, okay, so if this has been made past the pilot, because they could have cancelled it at the pilot.
yeah.
If this had been made past the pilot, and things like Batwoman or Legends didn't get a chance to wrap up, I don't. I can see where people are coming from when they're saying that, like, I mean, they are saying they cancelled that for this. They don't quite get it, but equally, I can see where they're coming from.
When I saw the Batwoman trailer, like for the first time, and that whole online discourse, I thought it was like, okay, it looks a bit cringy, right? And
Yeah.
I didn't like it. But I saw this one, and my reaction is 10 times worse. I despise everything I've seen from this.
Kill it with fire. Just get rid of it, please.
Like, everything is so messed up.
I mean, diving into the actual narrative itself, it's what Bruce Wayne slash Batman has been killed. There are what, let's say, 5 suspects. I don't actually know how many there are.
Wow.
There are one of them is Bruce's son
Not
that we've
Nightwing.
never seen in the comics, not Nightwing. Um, Not any of the pre-existing Robins, because DC were like, hell no, you ain't having any of these.
Harry Kelly's
Um,
Robin, though, right?
Carrie Kelly's Robin, but she's not one of, like, if you were to like say the
Oh,
mainline Robins,
yeah.
you know,
Jason Todd,
yeah, them,
Grayson, Robert.
yeah, God. um, and then the other suspects are what, assorted villain Batman Rogues Gallery's children's. Like,
Yeah, there's Blue Bird and her brother, and then there's Duella. There's no last name, but everyone who's looked into this knows that this is Duella Dent, the Joker's daughter, who also goes like pretending that she's just the daughter of every Batman rogue ever.
basically, yeah.
And it's very predictable already, unless they completely change the source material.
Well, they're saying in this, oh, so you're really the Joker's daughter? We already know halfway through the season it's going to be a whole, like, big reveal. Oh, guess what? It's Harvey's daughter, because Harvey's heavily featured in this. Which, by the way, what is his job in this show?
He's
Like,
literally like acting like a detective. He's
yeah,
not a detective.
like he's a lawyer or district attorney.
Yeah,
And like district attorney, like they would have, if you wanted to be involved, he probably could be, but this feels more like he's like a Jim Gordon type of figure. Why is he so invested and so heavily involved in this case? Like, I don't get why he's on the field, if you know what I mean.
yeah. It's like I also want to point out: did they completely forget like Bruce and Harvey's like friendship? Like he acts like he's just there as like a lawyer slash detective, but they're meant to be like friends and shit. So did they like completely forget about that when writing the show?
Also, what's hella weird is that Batman has a rogues gallery and Two-Face isn't part of them. Like, he's supposed to become Two-Face during this show. That's wild. What, Batman has to die before this guy gets acid in his face? Like, like Jesus Christ.
Oh, no wonder Batman died. His batsuit is literally a suit.
Man's going out there in Armani.
He couldn't afford a normal batsuit, so he just has to fucking cheapest Bruce Wayne ever. Literally running around in a fucking 3-piece suit. His cowl looks like it's made of paper mache.
Holy God, what are you showing me? His head. Come on.
The one from what's it, Gotham looks bad, but this literally looks like they got Rob Pattinson's and hit it with a hammer, and then realized that they had to get a cowl and had no money left, so they just stuck with it. Like there is a picture of the like design team or whatever, behind the scenes with like a 3D printed cowl that they bought online of Rob Pattinson's cowl, like the blue one. Obviously it's a 3D print that hasn't been painted or whatever yet. And that would have looked better if they'd just left it. Like, I thought, oh, cool, we're going to see a blue Batman suit. But no, they just smashed it up and called it a day.
It looks like it's made out of cardboard. It's awful. Awful. Another thing that's awful about this, and I really do hate shitting on things like this, because creatives have taken time and made it, but it's just, I can't pretend like it's got, for at least for me anyway, I can't pretend like it's got any redeeming qualities. So another thing about this that I just can't help but mention is the dialogue. I mean, oh, there's this one line about that Carrie Kelly says. You know, just run the clip.
I became his eyes and ears. Called me his little Robin.
I mean, what is that? What like
Are they going to go around canonically calling her Little Robin?
Little Robin. Like I can't ignore some of that dialogue. It's frustrating, and I'm sure that people have spent a lot of time on this. I'm sure the cast and the crew are all gassed to be working on a DC project. And I hate to shit on it, but I can't help it. I can't help it.
If you think about it, wouldn't all this footage be from the pilot because it only just got ordered to start filming?
I would think either the just the pilot or
Or what
maybe
they
the first
filmed.
2 episodes.
Yeah.
Probably just the pilot even. Because
Oh,
I'd imagine
no.
all of this narrative could have probably been explored within the pilot.
Yeah.
Which again, a bit rushed, but it's weird. It's a weird show. It's a weird concept. It could work like as a comic in like a weird like Elseworlds tale. Like it could be kind of interesting. But to me, it just feels like we can't use Batman in TV, so let's make another non-Batman Batman show. And it's like, all right, cool, you do your thing, but it's weird and it's icky and it's Riverdale, and I don't like it.
At least it's the pilot that we're only seeing stuff from. Like, a lot of shows have the pilot and they change a lot of like the show, like characters and narrative, like storylines that they're gonna go for. Like, there's still time for them to realize that no one likes this, or no one
The
will
show
like
is
this.
coming out. The show is coming out in 2023.
Yeah, they've got time to fix things. Like, this is a minor thing that I think that I'm not the only one that has a problem with this. Is that just how Gotham is depicted, like, so boring. It's just a normal city again. I thought we'd gotten over that phase.
It's
Like,
so generic.
yeah, I said this, but even like the one in Batgirl is
Batwoman.
okay. Oh, Batwoman, yeah, sorry. The one in Batwoman is okay. It's
Yeah.
not. It's still very like cold, if you know what I mean. It's not like, doesn't have the cool like gothic structures and like architecture that we see Gotham portrayed in like, they used Liverpool for filming the Batman, some of Gotham, and Glasgow. Like, you have these really cool like gothic cities, but this is like the Dark Knight trilogy, or at least the second and the third one, where it's just Chicago or generic city number 7.
Yeah. It could be literally any old big city, and like as you say, Gotham is fucking weird. It has these gothic, eccentric structures, and the architecture is so wild and different, and that's what makes it so visually pleasing in the comics. And then you've got, and this is things that like the Burton films and the Schumacher films, and even like the Batman, as you said, and even like the show Gotham itself, they explored really well, depicted really well. This, as you say, it's just like generic city number 7. Like, as you said, I thought we were over this sort of period, but I guess it's them doing it on the cheap.
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
And it's like, all right, cool, whatever. Not much thought, not much care. If the characters aren't interesting, then why make your city interesting? I guess. Like,
nothing is interesting. Like, the storyline doesn't really feel like Gotham Knights. They're just trying to find out who killed Batman, and they're not even. Obviously, this is all just from the trailer. Like, it could, like I said before, it could be very different when the show comes out. But what they've sort of established in the trailer is that they're trying to find out who killed Batman and like clear their names.
yeah.
But well, Gotham Knights isn't really like a concept from the comics. It's weird. We thought that it was kind of like just made for the game, but it's not.
It's kind of like a weird it's kind of like a weird title. It's more of a title than a team,
Yeah.
or it's what would you call it? It's like it's like the title Detective Comics, or
right, yeah,
or like Batman
like
Urban Legend or something like that. It's like
like a series.
Yeah, it's a series. Yeah, more so than a team or a formation of people. It's so more so in the modern sense. It's sort of been revived and reconceptualized with the video game, and then DC thought, oh, this is kind of cool. Let's greenlight a show, and let's start working on a movie
everywhere.
Oh god, yeah. You want to mention that because that's like, oh Jesus.
Yeah, very quickly, just to end off the video, you can see like he has like a watch or something, and it's got an owl on it. So they're gonna overuse the Court of Owls. It's
They
gonna
wanna
be in the
throw it.
Batman. It's gonna be in the game. It's gonna be in the show. It's gonna be in the Gotham Knights movie probably. That probably
And
will
it's-
still happen. But
It's like this weird. It's also like this weird amalgam of things because it's also got mutants from the Dark Knight Returns in it, and it's like, I don't know what's happening here. Why? Like, it just nothing really makes a lot of sense. And you, of course, like it's just a trailer. Things are gonna make sense, but it's one of those things where I get the same feeling watching some of the CW shows where it's like, but like, why is this happening, and why should I care?
most
so-
definitely.
So it's like, I probably won't watch it. I don't think you are either. If you do want to watch it, more power to you. I'm glad you enjoy whatever this is.
This isn't us trying
But-
to tell you not to watch it. This is just us
Yeah.
having a laugh about how funny it looks to us.
Yeah, and believe me, we've been doing this for a couple of hours now, like just off recording. We've had fun. We've had fun here with this.
Yeah, so obviously I hope you've enjoyed our little I guess you could call it a rant about Gotham Knights. Yeah, leave a like, and of course, if you've watched this far, let us know what you thought about the trailer and whether or not you're going to watch it. And we'll see you in the next video.
Yeah, thanks guys. See you in the next one.
Thank you so much for watching. If you liked what you saw here today, then maybe consider subscribing to catch our other content as and when it releases.